Good afternoon and welcome to News Update. I am Udwakobong Achibong. President Muhammadu Buhari has signed the 2022 Appropriation Bill into law in a brief ceremony at the Council Chambers of the Aso Villa. The budget of 17.126 trillion naira is more than 700 billion naira above the regional figure of 16.391 trillion naira presented by the President on 7th October 2021 before a joint sitting of the National Assembly. President Buhari thanked the National Assembly for maintaining the cordial relationship with the executive, pledged to do what is possible to implement the budget.
To December fiscal year as provided for in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Finance Bill 2021 is particularly critical for the successful implementation of the 2022 budget. Its passage further underscores our firm commitment to regularly support federal appreciation bills with finance bills designed to facilitate their implementation. The fiscal year 2022 is very crucial in our efforts to complete and put to use critical agenda projects, as well as improving the general living conditions of our people. It is in this regard that I must express my reservations about many of the changes that the National Assembly has made to the 2022 Executive Budget proposal.
President Muhammadu Buhari there signing the 2022 Appropriation Bill into law. Moving on now, Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, held a media briefing where he highlighted the achievements of the Buhari administration despite the impact of COVID-19, of the global COVID-19 insecurity and economic challenges. Anthony Forson has details.
On the achievements of the Buhari administration in 2021.
Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed presenting the federal government's scorecard for the year 2021. Acknowledging the challenges, he said infrastructure remained top priority, with the second Niger Bridge hitting 78% completion, with no fewer than 2,676 households benefiting from the federal government's 5,000 naira cash transfers every month. The armed forces, he pointed out, has recorded successes using a combination of kinetic and non-kinetic operations.
Our biggest challenge in the outgoing year has been in the area of security. Despite the enormity of the challenges, however, our military has continued to live up to their billing. We owe them a debt of gratitude for their patriotism and sacrifice.
In the oil and gas sector, the minister noted the level of transparency that has been injected into the NNPC.
The passage and signing into law of the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA, is a landmark achievement. Many have described it as the most profound event in the Nigerian oil and gas space in the last 20 years.
Giving a blow-by-blow account on how the economy has fared, Lai Mohammed was specific.
Posting of a whopping 287 billion profit after tax by the NNPC. So the first time in 44 years that the corporation has recorded such a feat, which the NNPC attributed to aggressive cost-cutting measures, cost savings through the negotiation of contracts by up to 30%, improve efficiency through business automation, emphasis on commercially focused investment, and non-interference in the management of the corporation affairs.
The Works and Housing Ministry, on its part, has executed roads, highways, and bridges across the country, saying some completed, others ongoing. The private sector, the minister said, is being carried along in the process.
An area in which the present administration has distinguished itself is in the provision of key infrastructure.
Aviation, on its part, has been strengthened to produce world-class avionics for the country, while water and sanitation witnessed about 159 projects constructed in the year under review. National Social Investment Program on the directive of President Muhammadu Buhari was equally expanded from 500,000 to 1 million. Information and communication technology sector emerged a game changer in growing the nation's economy.
The telecommunications sector alone recorded a growth rate of 15.9%, representing its highest growth rate in the last 10 years.
Lai Mohammed, however, urged Nigerians not to relent in supporting the nation's security forces in their efforts and sacrifices to keep the country safe. In Lagos, Anthony Forson, NTA News.
And back here in the state, the Edo State chapter of the APC has called on the federal government of Nigeria to declare a state of emergency in Edo State. This, they say, has become necessary because of what they described as bad leadership in the state. Philomeno Bebo reports.
The state chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Colonel David Imuse, retired, alleged that declaring the state of emergency in Edo will have a multiplier effect on the apparatus of government, like the civil service, health, education, and on the security of property. This, the party believes, will be a proactive step to flatten the curve of bad governance from which the state is suffering.
We therefore call on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as a matter of urgent national importance, to declare a state of emergency in Edo so that we can truly have a proper sole administrator. As we speak now, Mr. Obaseki is demolishing the central hospital of Benin City with a view to replacing it with a motor park. The government says it has no plan for such demolitions 2 months ago. But if you go to Sapele Road by the hospital this minute, you will see what I'm talking about.
The chairman also alleged that the state is under a dictatorship, adding that the judiciary, legislature, and executive have been crippled, pointing out that Governor Obaseki's abuse of power is not compatible with the constitutional order. The party stressed that Edo is the only state without a functional legislature in clear offense against the requirements of democracy.
Without a state house of assembly, without a legislature, how do you checkmate the executive? So this type of dictatorship is not envisaged in our constitution. Because power without control is very dangerous.
He laments the lazy pace of infrastructural development in the state and condemned in particular the demolition of the state central hospital built more than 100 years ago. In Benin, Philomeno Bebo, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the Edo State government has reacted to media briefing on the need for the federal government to call for a state of emergency in Edo. Statements by the Commissioner for Communication and Orientation in the state, Andrew Nwanta, indicate that Edo State is the most peaceful place to live in Nigeria, with incidences of crime reduction to almost zero in the last 3 months. The statement adds that the state government paid workers and pensioners on the 14th of December, as well as released funds to local governments to offset their employees' salaries to celebrate the Yuletide. The statement further says that the state has deployed advanced technology in public service administration, basic education reform, and youth empowerment. The statement stresses that the Edo State government will continue to put the interest of the people at heart, adding that their programs are targeted at improving the quality of life of Edo people. Away from politics, the Center for Excellence in Reproductive Health Innovation, University of Benin, is breaking new frontiers in research for development in the field of sexual and reproductive health and rights. This is following its successful data analysis, leading to the development of new manuscripts which have been accepted for publication in international peer-reviewed journals. The center leader, Professor Friday Okonofua, made the disclosure while addressing journalists on the success of the center in 2021. Goodluck Enani reports.
It was founded in 2014 with funding from the World Bank and under the tutelage of the National University Commission and the Association of African Universities, and was one of the initial 22 such centers established under the African Centers of Excellence, aimed at promoting quality tertiary education for development in the West and Central Africa region. The center is now one of the 53 African Centers of Excellence projects funded across 10 countries in Africa with series of achievements. Professor Okonofua attributed the success of the center to high level of effectiveness in implementation of the project activities.
There are three major objectives of SETI. Three major objectives. One is to strengthen the implementation of reproductive health program in West and Central Africa, to make it stronger, to bring it into focus with the governments and policy alignments. And then secondly, to provide training, masters at the master's level for reproductive health, then family health, health economics, and nursing.
Amongst the successes recorded in the period include admission of new cohort of students, collaboration with some international institutions which has attracted the donation of some medical equipment, and submission of research proposal to relevant authorities.
To our tenacious strategy, I can say, we were able, for example, to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic through research and service delivery. The PCR machine, which is currently being used for the diagnosis of COVID-19 at the University of Benin Teaching Hospital, was donated by this center to the University of Benin Teaching Hospital. Also, in collaboration with Harvard University, established a high-fidelity, what we call simulation laboratory, which will be the first of its kind in West Africa. We assisted the university to develop a new proposal, and then this is very important to the World Bank, and they gave $11 million.
Professor Okonofua, who is hopeful of better result in 2022, said the center will secure international accreditation for the University of Benin with the Quality Assurance Agency in UK. Others are intensive research in all fields of productive health and widespread public health dissemination to bring the center and issues of reproductive health to the public conscience. In Benin, Goodluck Enani, NTA News.
A 22-year-old Confidence Maliri from Imo State is now a proud owner of a brand new Kia saloon car, courtesy of the Glo Joy Unlimited Extravaganza promo. Adokpeji Ojegba reports.
For the 22-year-old Confidence Maliri, who resides in Asaba, her joy knew no bound as she relieves in excitement the moment she got a call that she is the winner of a brand new Kia Rio saloon car through the purchase of a 500 naira airtime recharge.
No, I die here. Now, yeah, I die. No network. No, I go to recharge everything. I want to say thank you. I'm really, really happy. As you can see the excitement. I don't even know what to say. My heart is filled with joy.
Vincent Akpewe, whose only dream was to save and acquire a flat-screen TV. Thanks to Glo Joy Unlimited Extravaganza, he is now the owner of a brand new flat screen.
This is my aim this year, but I don't think I'm going to buy it. Because it's like a dream come true. So.
Globacom had its brand ambassadors on hand to entertain guests at the event. The state government is of the view that bringing smiles through the Glo Joy Unlimited Extravaganza this Yuletide is a commendable public good.
Our state is a peaceful state, and when we get corporate organizations like Glo promoting things of this nature to foster peace, harmony and unity, We encourage them.
We have given out over 129 household items, plus the star prize of a vehicle. So that is it. It's wonderful.
128 prizes, which include fridges, flat screen TV sets, and generators, were presented to the lucky winners under the watchful eyes of the National Lottery Commission. 500,000 prizes will be won by subscribers in the Joy Unlimited extravaganza promo that continues nationwide. From Warri, Adogbeji Ojegba, NTA News.
It's now time for break. We'll be back shortly. Please stay tuned.
Fire does not give you any notice before it comes.
Next time you visit the ancient city of Benin, two things will excite you: the warmth and welcome of its people, and of course, the class and style of its hospitality business. Randeki Gold, home of hospitality like no other, located in one of the most serene environments in the ancient city, truly classy and exquisite with world-class facilities. Fully equipped digital multipurpose hall with life-size, ultra-high definition LED screen, 180 square meters king-size swimming pool with bubble bath, enough to leave you breathless. The exotic Ariel's Bistro and Grill restaurant with variety of continental dishes, especially some of the rarest delicacies you can find in town. Fact is, a visit will truly convince you that we are gold. Randeki Gold is the gold wing of the prestigious Randeki Royal Hotel at 6 Uhenoyi Street off Ihama and Boundary Roads, GRA Benin City. www.randekihotels.com. Randeki Gold, our hospitality is gold.
This is Okrika, a Star Times production. A star-studded drama series where the comedy is to live for. Where the drama is non-stop.
Prostrate and greet me. Good afternoon, good morning, and good night, sir. You will have to prostrate. Shadia? Yes. Yay!
I don't go know that you did, so the woman don't use your destiny. Yes, you wish you don't use your destiny. Finish.
Yeah, and you are joining Bolo Kiri. Do compliment now. Baby, I will give you now. Yeah!
Ah! You made us take that drink. Believe me, it was an oath. Why? King Yehoot. Repeat that thing you are talking now.
Showing this December from Thursdays to Sundays at 7:30 p.m. on ST Nollywood Plus. Also showing on PBO TV every Saturday at 7:30 p.m. from December 25th. You can also enjoy Okrika on the go on Star Times On. That way you wouldn't miss a thing. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Many thanks for staying tuned. The National Gallery of Arts has continued to unravel the cultural value embedded in the Benin artistic tradition with an exhibition. The exhibition in Benin City is a tale of modern sculptures to complement Igwe Festival. The report.
Art under the leadership of Ebeton Ivara is back in Benin after its last visit November 2021. The agency, in the spirit of Igwe Festival, is celebrating two outstanding artists, Princess Elizabeth Olowu and Prince Elise Erimona. Their tales is that of resilience and ingenuity in sculptural artworks, which stand them out in the field of visual art and as ambassadors of Benin Kingdom. With the exhibition opened, guests were taken round the artworks that gave their impression of the exercise.
Like what is happening in Benin artwork now, that was taken away here more than something years ago. So they have become a material that works the modern time. That's what it is.
Another great experience from National Gallery of Arts. A serious impression about Benin's arts that has come a long way as the cradle of civilization in Africa. An encouragement to those of us who are upcoming artists.
Fortunately, Prince Erimona was on ground to speak on his artistry and ingenuity.
This was an inspiration. All these were in terracotta, clay. When you take clay, you process it, you can control it. So I had to study the clay thoroughly because I was hoping to transform the clay into all these metal blocks.
For the National Gallery of Art, the artist blessed trails in different ways and deserve to be showcased.
We will be taking them one by one to be promoting and showcasing the contribution they have done to the art world and scholarship in the art. So the younger generation will take the art as a serious business, as a vocation that will contribute to the wealth of the nation.
The exhibition holds between December 31 and January 2, 2022, from 9 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening. In Benin, Udwakobong Achibong, NTA News.
Festive seasons customarily records huge volumes of traffic on roads and highways across the country. It is against this background that the Federal Road Safety Corps, Edo State, held an interactive session with tipper drivers in Benin. The session is aimed at curbing road crashes as the year 2021 comes to an end. Paul Omukago has details.
Overspeeding, reckless driving and disobedience of basic traffic rules are some reasons for crashes on our roads. Records show that Edo State is not exempted from the recurring cases of accidents, particularly by tipper drivers. These tipper drivers seated in this hall are the primary focus of enlightenment on zero tolerance on road crashes. The Donor Commanding Officer for Edo, Delta and Anambra States, Andrew Kumapai, and the Sector Commander, Eric Benanesia, cautioned them on safe speed, proper journey management plan, and adherence to traffic rules.
I found out that speed has been one of the major causative factors of crashes here, in Edo State. And we felt it's good for us to continue to remind them on the need for them to take caution and ensure their safety, during this period.
Find out that the only way you can change mindset is by talking to people and trying as much as possible to modify their attitude by teaching them. Because if we have people who really imbibe road safety ideologies and obey the rules, I don't think we are going to have any issue.
Anyone that committed or that involved in dangerous driving or dangerous overtaking, we arrest them.
With Edo State having over 20,000 tipper drivers, stakeholders in the road transport subsector underscore the need for regular interface with traffic management agencies, bus and cab drivers in the state. In Benin, Paul Omukago, NTA News.
And to COVID-19 update, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, has announced 1,139 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Nigeria. Rivers State leads the chart with 420 new cases, Lagos 324, Oyo 81, Gombe 47, Akwa Ibom 41, Kaduna and Niger 36 cases each. Others are Ondo 35, FCT 29, Delta 18, Edo 15, Ogun 14, Kano 12, Cross River 9, Ekiti, and Kebbi 8 cases each, Nasarawa 4, while Enugu and Jigawa recorded 1 case each. The total number of confirmed cases now stands at 241,513. Those treated and discharged 214,003. Total number of deaths 3,030. And we now take another break. We'll be back shortly. Please stay tuned.
Do you live in Aduawa and its environment? Or you need a conducive and open field in Aduawa for your wedding receptions, birthday parties, annual ceremonies, family or corporate events in a serene and conducive environment that is close to nature? Then look no further. NTA Benin Aduawa is the place for you. NTA Benin Aduawa has a large field for all your other events and ceremonies. Also, at NTA Corporate Headquarters, TV Road, we have a state-of-the-art, fully air-conditioned, ultra-modern hall for all kinds of indoor events with a standby generating set to ensure constant power supply. We also have the NTA Pavilion for all your outdoors events at the same venue. Guess what? Our prices are affordable. Locations are easily accessible. Venues conducive and highly secure. Our outside broadcast van is available 24 hours and can broadcast your event live. And above all, you can air your event on our award-winning programs like Events and Style. Wow! What are you waiting for? Grab this opportunity and have your celebration in a grand style. For inquiries and bookings, please call NTA Benin, the award-winning station.
Many thanks for staying tuned. And now to sports with Cynthia Ogungs as our guide.
Hours after Super Eagles camp opened, players are beginning to arrive Abuja. As at the time of filing this report, Taiwo Awoni, Olisa Nda, and John Noble are already in camp. However, more players are expected to arrive on Thursday. Still on AFCON 2021, the Nigeria Football Federation has promised to organize a friendly match for the Super Eagles when the team arrive in Garua as part of preparations for the continental showpiece. The three-time champions will slug it out in Group D alongside Egypt, Guinea-Bissau, and Sudan. Meanwhile, former Arsenal striker Ian Wright has joined notable European ex-internationals in calling for respect for African Cup of Nations. The former player turned football analyst said Africa has the right to organize its event anytime they want.
Loads of the best players in Europe right now are African. And if we love them at club level, why can't we love them at international level like their counterparts from across the globe?
In handball, the 25th Men Africa Cup of Nations, which was postponed indefinitely, will now hold in June 2022. The draws for the competition will hold on a new...
And that's it on News Update. Many thanks for watching. Good afternoon.
What does Christmas mean to you?
Christmas. Time to hang out with my guys, of course.